The year is 1987. The Famicom Disk System had become the standard for Famicom games at the time. While new cartridges were still being produced, their costs were significantly higher, leading most companies to prefer releasing games on discs. By this time, Akuma jo Dracula, or simply Castlevania, had become a major hit game in Japan. Inspired by its success, many developers were eager to create new games following a similar formula. Some companies even managed to release bootleg versions of Disk System games, similar to what was happening with games for the PC-88, a popular personal computer in Japan. A small company named Currysoft, or Karisoft, began developing a game with a girl character as the protagonist, while leveraging the new VRC6 chip from Konami for sound, which provided 2 additional square wave channels and a sawtooth wave. The game was titled Midonaito no Shiro no Noroi, or translating to English, The Curse of the Midnight Castle. Unfortunately, Currysoft's marketing missteps resulted in the game never being released. One of the key reasons for their failure was their insistence on releasing the game on cartridges instead of discs. At a time when disc-based games were dominating the market in Japan due to their lower production costs and popularity, this decision alienated distributors and limited Currysoft's ability to compete effectively. They abandoned the idea of licensing the game to Nintendo, doubting its success, as it was quite similar to Akuma jo Dracula, which had been released a few years earlier. Even though Takashi Suzuki, the head of Currysoft, expressed doubts about the project, the game was completed, and a few copies were produced. However, the company lost the original development files, and Suzuki later lamented that they hadn't even kept any of the prototype boxes they had used to pitch the game to Konami and Nintendo. 2 years later, in 1989, Konami successfully released Castlevania 3 using the VRC6 sound chip, advancing the formula with a more sophisticated game design compared to its predecessor, Castlevania 2. Rumor has it that some prototype boxes of the Currysoft game were spotted in Akihabara stores around 2004, and even photographed, but they have since disappeared. Enthusiasts claim to have seen a copy in a Yahoo Japan auction in 2018, but it was quickly taken down. This mysterious project remains an unsolved puzzle in Japan's game development history. The surviving elements were a gameplay screen and a track discovered by researchers. As Takashi Suzuki explained, this is all that's left of the game. I don't even remember the composer's name. She was a freelance student at the time and offered a reasonable price, so we stuck with her. If you ever come across this piece of history, please claim it. Thank you. The song you're currently listening is the remaining file shared by Mr. Suzuki. This is a fictional story, and the images shown are purely fictional. The music was originally composed for a Castlevania-style game concept, but was never used.